Hey Art 2, here's a little intro for you. If I didn't get to talk to you today, I wanted to go through this just a little bit to make sure that everybody's on the same page and knows what is expected of you. I told you guys on Friday that we are going to draw a still life, and if you didn't get paper from school to do that, you can just work on regular paper from your sketchbook if that's what you have. Originally, I wanted it to be 12 by 18, but I totally understand if you don't have that. So I wanted to go through this little handout that I have here. This information will all be on the class notebook on Office 365. If it's not yet, it will be soon. I'm working on getting everything organized still. So the first thing is that if you haven't yet, sign up for the text or the remind. If you send a text to this number, it is also on the link on the school's homepage. When you go to the link for the at-home assignments, this information is on there for the remind, so you can find that number there if you can't see it well enough in this video. Everything's going to be on the class notebook. Like I said, you'll have a link in your email. It's the same notebook that we used earlier in the year when we started on the parody paintings. You guys all got on there. There was a list of artists. You looked on there. So if you can't find that link in your email, look back a little bit, because it would have been from about the end of January is when we started that. If you can't find it still, just email me. I'll send you a direct link. It's a lot easier than you trying to like look around for it. So if you need it, just email to me. Okay, so the still life that I want you guys to do, this is all laid out here. If you're unsure or don't understand anything, this should hopefully get that laid out for you. So as this says, you're drawing a still life to practice on your drawing skills, observation skills, your value. So this is what I would like you to do. Use 4 to 6 objects, hopefully things that are meaningful to you or tell a little bit about you. You'd need to include fabric in some way. So you can hang up a piece of fabric, you can have it bunched up around or underneath your objects. You can use a blanket, you could use a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, anything that you want that will give you some kind of folds. That's just going to create some interest in your still life. You should collect objects that are different sizes, textures, and colors. That's just going to help you have a variety. That's also going to help you create that contrast and something interesting to draw rather than a bunch of objects that are the same. As I've said before, and when we did the cups at the beginning of the year, you want to zoom in as much as you can. You want to fill your paper as much as you can, so please do that. If you can, control your light source. So if you can work next to a window, so the window is to one side of you, that's a great way to have some contrast with your lighting. If you have a lamp you can control that can always be set up next to it, that's an awesome way to control your lighting. So the more contrast that you have, the more shadows, the more value, the easier it is going to be for you to draw it, because you're going to have more of those values to create 3-dimension. Your drawing should show a wide range of value. And that should include really dark darks, and only things that should be light are when they're very, very light in the picture. So like bright highlights in your picture should be white, but everything else should have some kind of value. I do want to see a picture of your still life once you do get it set up. So if you could, please email me a picture of that, and that is listed right here. If you don't know my email, use this one. So you can do that directly from your phone if you just take a picture and send it like a text message, but put that email in. I should be able to get that just fine. If you do directly from your phone, put your name in there somehow, like put a piece of paper in the still life so I can see that it is you that is creating that, because if you just send it to me from your phone, I may not know who it's coming from. So please make sure to do that. I do want to see a still life by the end of this week. So right here it says that, Friday, March 20th. So please at least set up your still life by the end of the week, and then you should be able to block things in. I don't expect you to finish this all in one sitting. It's a good thing to start, get things blocked in, leave, come back to it. So think back to when we did the cups at the beginning of the year. We started off with the circles and the ovals and the lines just to get everything blocked in, and then you worked on that value later on. So don't worry about details when you start your still life. It's really important to look at the proportions and the size before you begin with those details. So as I said, along with a photo of your actual still life, I want you to send me a picture of your progress that you've made on it, just so I can see that you're trying. I can also give you some pointers that way. I can tell you what you're doing well, or maybe if something's looking a little strange. That's the only way I'm going to be able to communicate with you to help you on this project. So please take a picture so that I can see it. I will email you back, or if you do post that in the class notes on your Office 365, so you each have your own folder. In that, if you do post it there, I can just type directly onto that to email or to send that information back to you. So that's a really easy way to do it. If you can get your pictures uploaded to there, that will be easier. Feel free to email me, ask questions, anything that I can do to help. I know this is crazy and we're all trying to figure out how to do it together as we go. So please just try to keep in contact, email me with questions, send things through the class notebook, or send me a message on Remind. I will get back to you and help you as much as I possibly can. I would like to see these done between this week and next week. I think 2 weeks is a pretty good timeline for that. And then I'll have another small project for you to do after that, and we'll go from there. But for now, you should hopefully be able to get started on a still life that you are working on. I'd love to see them. Again, email with questions. Let me know if I can help you. See ya.